Today on Beyond. Joey Buttafuoco made national headlines when he was embroiled in a twisted love triangle with Amy Fisher, the young girl who shot Joey's wife. Now he surprises James by showing up in the audience. Plus, when his father was dying, he told his son to be the man of the house.
John does laundry. He makes sure that his little sister is in bed. He makes sure that I go to bed.
Will James connect with Dad and give him his childhood back? It's all coming up today on Beyond. Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Welcome to the show. I'm really anxious to share this next story with you. It involves a special boy named Johnny. He was only 4 years old when his dad passed away. And since then, this 9-year-old has had to grow up very quickly, sometimes too quickly for his mom, as I found out when I stopped by to pay them a visit.
6 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. He was supposed to live only approximately 3 months. He lived 10 months. I miss my friend, my bestest friend. I tell people when they love each other to always remember that because it can be taken away at any time.
I didn't know that he was going to die because I really didn't know what that meant, but I knew he was going somewhere where I wouldn't see him for a long time.
John and Paul were really close, so when Paul started to die, John totally separated from it. He wouldn't go to his dad. So Paul and I had a talk, and I remember it vividly. He was going to give his son a bath, and I said, you need to tell him if you leave that you are going to be with him and you still love him.
The best memory I have is when we were in the bathtub, and then I think that's the time he was telling me that I was supposed to be the man of the house.
I never asked what the talk was or grasped it until it was probably about 6 months after Paul died, and John and I were having an argument. He said, my father said, I'm the man. I'm the one that's supposed to do this. I take care of my family. John does everything. John does laundry. He separates it. He makes sure that his little sister is in bed. He makes sure that I go to bed at a decent time. And if I don't, he won't go to sleep, so there's this little game playing. I hope when James comes here that my husband, Paul, shows up and lets John know that he's just a little boy. He doesn't need to be the parent. I want my son to have some happiness again. I want to see him smile like he used to when his dad was around.
I want to talk to James because I want to know that my dad's around me and that I'm doing the right thing by being the man of the house.
Hi, Debbie. How are you?
Fine.
I'm
Thanks.
James. And John, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And you called up our show, didn't you?
Yep.
And you wanted to meet with me because your dad passed over, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. And you thought I was the man that would be able to help you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know probably, John, there's no such thing as death. The people that pass over, they're around us all the time. And I hear your thoughts all the time. And I know with your daddy, he's heard your thoughts every day.
I told you.
Does anyone call him Paulie sometimes? Or?
Yes, Grandma Camucci.
Okay, because I heard Paul, then I heard Paulie.
Grandma Camucci would call him Polly.
Okay, okay. And she's dressing him up in a tie, because he has to wear something very nice. A suit, and a jacket, and a tie, because she would not let him come here today without being dressed up. And I know you still have some of his ties, do you?
Yes.
I was talking about you having some of his ties. And I also want to go to a red tie. There's a red tie, not sure it's a striped with red. With a, you understand this?
He wears it. It's a belt. It is a for
Red belt?
Yeah, and it's
Oh, it's to his robe.
it's to his robe, and he wears it as a tie around his neck all the time. Yes, he does that.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's hanging in his room right now.
Okay, and you put it on as a tie. He watches you do that.
That's
And
amazing.
sometimes it falls off, so I go like this, and it always goes on my neck. And I think it's him playing jokes on me.
It is. John, did you dig a hole in the backyard?
In the backyard, I dig for rocks.
Did you take some of the rocks and bring them into your bedroom?
Yes.
That's what you just said to me.
Yes.
I think it's the heart.
It's a heart shape.
It's a heart-shaped rock type of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was from Daddy.
Yeah, I've always known that.
You've always known that, okay. Do you like to keep the pennies?
Yes.
Daddy said you like to count the pennies? And that you collect them? Right? Your daddy knows that.
I'm so tired of picking those pennies up off the floor before I vacuum. I can't tell you.
I don't know if there's anyone that has ties to Illinois, like Chicago or Midwest, that area there.
I can only think of one thing, because we look at dogs and most of them on the computers in Illinois.
And it was in Chicago, Illinois. Yes, he's right. Last morning.
Last night.
Yes.
We're looking at Cocker Spaniels, because I have a stuffed animal dog.
Okay.
And my
And you
mom-
wanted a real one, huh?
And yeah, it's in Chicago, Illinois, the one that we emailed. He's right.
Is that the one that we're gonna get?
Your daddy tucks you in at night. He said goodnight to you every night. You know that.
I can hear him
You can hear him.
sometimes.
He's right there with you. And he said to tell you, he's very emotional, you know.
He was very.
Very emotional man. Your daddy's very proud of you, and you're definitely being the man of the house, and he's thanking you for listening to him and for doing what he asked you to do.
Huh.
But also you got to give Mom the freedom that she needs.
Oh, darn it.
Does that make sense? I'll leave it with that, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, sweetie.
Thank you.
Okay.
You can go ahead if you want to.
You want to give me a hug? Oh, okay.
Paul was here, definitely. There was no question in my mind. When he mentioned the pennies, I mean, and the tie thing, the wardrobe.
I've played with it with my friends, and they're like, what's that tie from? So when he brought up the tie, I was like, who the heck would know that?
When James mentioned the dog, or mentioned Chicago, Illinois, we were on the internet and we were looking for cockerspaniels.rescue. So I didn't even think about it because I'm thinking, why is he saying Chicago, Illinois? But then when John said that dog, that was the only one we emailed on.
When he told me that he was with me and the dog last night, I was looking at the dog and I'm like, watch, tomorrow when James comes to talk to me, he's probably gonna mention one of the dogs. And I was right. And now that I know I'm gonna get one of the dogs, I'm so happy. I haven't had a fun day like this for like almost a year ago. Because this is the day, one of the days that I know my dad's with me the most.
Please welcome John and his mom, Debbie, to the show. John, you certainly know how to steal the show. Look at you, you're so handsome. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
And you got a haircut, too.
Yeah.
So, Debbie, what's happened since you guys had that reading?
Well, this is pretty obvious.
Look at this guy.
You got the doggy.
Oh yes, thank you,
Wasn't
James.
quite
It was
the
so nice of you. So nice of you.
I think it was meant to be.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely got John's personality.
That's great.
He's
And
a
what do you
ham.
have in this little tin here? What is this?
Pennies.
Pennies.
Are these the pennies you found?
Yep.
That's your dad's? Okay.
Every morning we usually find them either by our doors in the car on our way to school, or we'll find them in our room or something.
We'll walk out to the car, and on each side where the kids sit, there'll be a penny.
Well, you know, the weird thing was when I was at your house, I went out after we finished shooting, and I went out and just relaxed.
yeah.
And I found a penny right
You
there
found
in
the penny,
driveway, right in
and-
front of the car.
Yeah, and so did the cameraman. He was upstairs, and he found a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's amazing. All these pennies. It's
It's just your daddy's way to let you know he's around you. You know that, though. You know more than most people, huh?
But the vacuums are expensive.
That's true. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. A lot of love.
Thank you
Thanks,
for bringing my
Debbie.
son back.
Oh, you're very welcome. My pleasure. Thanks, sweetie. Okay. We'll be right back, everybody. Okay.
Still to come. Will the real Joey Buttafuoco please stand up?
I don't think you're the only Joseph. I think there's another one.
Could there be another? Well, we have this Joey, and James is about to shock his world. Plus,
This is unbelievable.
what could be so unbelievable for this caller? The answer is next on Beyond.
Joining us on the line right now is Kim. Hi, Kim.
Hi, James.
How are you?
I'm just fine.
Good. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from San Diego, California.
Oh, not too far away.
Not too
I
far.
should have just came to your house and just visited you. I'm going to do it at your house. Oh, good. Okay, well, who do you want to contact? Try to contact.
Well, I'm hoping to contact my husband, Ron.
Okay. Well, let me first of all tell you what I do is I tune into your voice, the
Okay.
vibration of the sound of your voice. And as I'm tuning into your voice, I get a lady standing behind you, okay? And I feel like it's on your mother's side of the family. So it feels like a grandmother on mother's side. You understand that?
Yes, I have a grandmother that's passed away.
And I will tell you that this lady is telling me there was something about one of her legs was not right or something before she passed over, and she could not walk correctly, she's telling me.
Well, she had problems with her feet, and
Okay.
sometimes she had a hard time walking and always had to wear special shoes.
Okay. And pain, too. There was pain there. I'm going to tell you that.
There's always pain associated with
Okay. Well,
walking.
she no longer has that pain. She's able to walk. I will also tell you there's a diabetic situation somewhere also.
I have 2 brothers that are diabetic.
Okay, because she's talking about a diabetic situation, all right? And
Yes.
I really need to watch them carefully because recently one of them had a situation happen.
Oh, James, just a couple nights ago,
Okay.
my brother went into like a diabetic
Shock.
coma.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, she's referring to this, and I wanted to get him help. She's also talking to me about a doctor that he's seeing who is not good for him. Like, I want to switch doctors.
No, he's been trying to switch to a new doctor, and
Okay.
that's exactly what's taking place right now.
Okay.
This is unbelievable.
Well, this is what she's just telling me, all right?
Yes.
Hold on.
Are you hearing anything from Ron?
I'm trying, baby.
Oh, thank you.
Got you good. Hold on one second. Have you had dreams of Ron?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm getting him strongly now behind me, and he's talking to me about not being clear about when he dies. I don't know why he's talking about this, why he's saying this, but he's going on about his head seemed very out of it, like foggy.
His head did?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Ron died in a paragliding accident,
Okay.
and he was in Switzerland, and when this happened, all we know is that,
Well, let me tell you, okay?
Okay.
Let me just tell you. I'm telling you, before he passes over, though, it feels very foggy. I feel like I'm foggy. My head, I feel like I'm out of it a little bit, all right? And then he's fine. I mean, just like fine.
I
It's like,
think
no.
maybe he may have lost consciousness or something as he was going down.
That's probably what it is because, hold on. He's also talking to me about, hold on. Has his father passed over?
No, his father's 87 years old.
I see.
He's not passed over.
Okay, there's a father in spirit. So he talked about a father in spirit. Is he born, was he adopted?
Yes, Ron was adopted.
Never knew his real father?
Never knew his real father.
Father's with him in spirit.
Oh, you're kidding.
His father's with him in spirit.
Is his daughter with him? His daughter passed away 15 years ago.
She said I've met her. She came to meet me. She came to greet him.
She did?
She came to greet him. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you with that, all right, sweetie?
Thank
Okay.
you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next,
Fishing, Dad's talking to me about. We used to go out in the fishing boats and go fishing. Do you remember that, please? Because Dad wants me to give you this memory here.
will sensitive childhood memories cause a big change in Joey Buttafuoco? The answer's coming up next on Beyond.
Can I come to you? Do you want standing? Do you know someone named Marie? Mary? What's the name?
My
Father's side.
grandmother, Maria.
That's a grandmother. I have a cancerous condition here, passing up with cancer condition. Is it your mother that passes with a cancerous condition?
Yes.
Okay. She's talking about something about the sports advocate, loving sports. Okay. And is your father also passed over?
Yes, he's gone.
Because I want to go to him as well, and I want to talk about sports. I'm sorry, but I got to talk about sports here. I'm going to talk about scores of things.
My mom and dad promoted a racetrack.
Oh, racetrack.
Racing,
Okay.
automobile
I thought it was a
racing.
stadium I'm seeing. I thought it was baseball.
It was Freeport Stadium on Long Island. They promoted racing there for 35 years.
Okay. Just give me this feeling of like a stadium. I thought it was sports, this sort of thing. And do you have a brother also?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm going to get you and your brother, go there all the time. And when you were younger, Dad's talking about younger, okay?
We grew up at that racetrack. We were there every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday night.
Okay, I love concessions. I don't know why. Hot dogs and this sort of
There was
thing.
all concessions where you bought all kinds of memorabilia, racetrack memorabilia, little model cars of the modified race cars back in the old days.
He gave me that memory for you, okay? I also want to go to fishing, Dad's talking to me about, and I want to go to the boats, going out to the fishing boats.
Not fishing, we would go for fish. I would
Okay,
take
so-
them out on the boat.
Okay, because it's like Long Beach, Long Island, I guess.
Long Island along the South Shore, yeah, it's Long
There's
Beach.
a Long Beach? Okay,
We
all
used
right.
to go to all the restaurants on the water.
Okay, he's referring to this, okay? He's referring to this. Your father's going to be very strong. I don't think you're the only Joseph. I think there's another one, okay? I think there's another one. I also want to tell you that, are they in a cemetery?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know about the argument over the cemetery or the plot or something about the placement, but there's something there that they had a disagreement about in the family about this sort of thing. Do you want to just say yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you understand it, that's all I care about. Go on. And they're very aware of that, okay? I also will talk about pet yard cemetery, a pet cemetery, or burying the pets in the yard, or something like this. I'm getting memories of. Okay.
It's just pets, right?
Yes, pets. Yes, pets.
It's a colorful guy.
Your father loves you, and your mother loves you very much. Very much. And you need to love yourself. You're learning this, as we all are, yeah? We all are. I want to pray to St. Anthony. Don't ask me what that means, but remember I asked you about Anthony before? Mother's talking about praying to St. Anthony.
On my mother's stone at the cemetery at St. Charles in New York, it says, St. Anthony, pray for us. That was her.
That's what she's saying that, okay. Just as validation to you.
She's gone
No, she's
35 years.
Oh, she's here lighter than life.
Well, that was her. That was her.
She's here. She's here. And she loves you. And she says, you be a good boy. You be a good boy. Be a good boy.
I'm trying.
And I'm giving you a rosary. I'm handing you a rosary. She's handing you a rosary, all right? And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to get a rosary bead from someone. I don't know who the heck it's going to be, but it's from your mother. So they can do that. Spirit can impress people to do that. So would you remember this about this rosary beads?
Well, yeah.
And,
Yes.
And, you know, the heck what people think about you. That's their business, not yours. You understand that? Stop living what people think and be who you are. You understand that?
Yeah.
You've lived too much what people think about you, and that's their problem, not yours. All right? So remember that, would you? Okay, God bless you.
Yeah, I do, thanks.
So, Joey, before we begin, you're Joey Buttafuoco. How did you end up here?
I've been wanting to. I've followed James for years.
Oh,
I've read
you're a
his books.
fan.
Absolutely a fan
I
of the show.
see.
Absolutely. Read all of the books.
And we look up in the audience, and there you are.
I'm just a regular guy. Like
So
everybody
where's
else.
Mary Jo, Joey? No?
Next question? No, it's not about. I'm here with my beautiful girlfriend Ivanka.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Let's get down to business, seriously, though. Was there a point in the reading where you felt James made a connection with your mom and dad?
I want to pray to St. Anthony. Don't ask me what that means.
Nobody in the world knows that that is on my mother's stone in the cemetery back in New York. Nobody knows except the immediate family.
Yeah.
So that put me down.
Fishing, Dad's talking to me about, and I want to go to the boats.
I got very emotional because my pops used to love to go out on my race boat. But,
I mean, you were crying.
well, you know, I have feelings and emotions as well, and that guy got him.
And you need to love yourself. You're learning this, as we all are, yeah?
Is that an issue for you, Joey?
Yeah, yes it is.
Why?
Because a lot of things have happened in the past that have been thrown at me that just weren't so, and I have to live with all that crap. And you know what? I guess I'm a little bit hard on myself, you know?
What is your overall reaction to this experience today?
I'm absolutely thrilled.
How would you
So
describe
I've had
it?
a realization and a revelation about myself and about the other side. And again, I welcome it, and I would do it in a heartbeat again. I absolutely dug it.
Well, thank you so much for
It's
being
just great
here.
being here.
Yeah,
It's just great.
thank you, Joey. It's nice meeting you.
I also want to talk about burying the pets in the yard, or something like this. I'm getting memories of.
It's just pets, right?
Yes, pets. Yes, pets.
I'm still blown away by Joey Buttafuoco
Wasn't that
actually
wild?
coming to the show. Now, here's a guy whoever thunk You know, he's a big fan of yours. He's even been to some of your seminars.
That
He's
was
read
so
all your
weird.
books. Did you know he would be out there
I
today?
had no idea. And the thing was, it was a really wonderful reading, a really nice, touching reading for him. I think everyone in the audience really experienced that. And they saw him a little bit in a different light. Which
Yeah, really his tender side. He's very sensitive, which was really a surprise. All jokes aside,
And I
it was
think
really
people-
interesting to see him cry. You made Joey cry.
And I think people felt for him. They felt that sympathy for him because they saw that situation maybe in a little different light.
Sure, sure.
And they could forgive him a little bit. So it was really interesting. I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you next time.